Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back finally for this week's Rise. I know I'm a day late. $1 short. Sorry about that. Honestly, it's just I forgot to record it and it comes on the same time as Black Lightning. And because I had some adult things to do today, not adult, but like businessy adult stuff to do today. Anywho, now for something completely different. Let's talk about Rise. Oh boy, this episode. It was a roller coaster of emotions. The main one with Lou. Main one with Lou is Gordy, his son. They need to go in town to see her, I think it's the wife's friend's daughter in a ballet uptown. And they decide, hey, we'll take Gordy with us. He'll go to the show. We can keep an eye on him. All that. But Gordy manages to work Lou and say, hey, this is a bunch of kids doing cats. I'm going to be bored out of her sister. Because he was supposed to be hanging out with his cousin. Sorry about that. It was his male cousin that he was supposed to be hanging out with. And so they go to the play, and another thing about Lou for this episode is that he's trying to deal with, well, crap. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to this. But I know I've already spoiled some stuff. But for real this time. Actual spoilers from here on out. If you haven't seen the episode, go ahead, watch it, come back. Let me know what you think. So, moving on. We have... While the whole thing is going on about the whole ballet, Lou's dealing with the fact that his lights broke. And so when he goes to the ballet, he notices, hey, this is for kids younger than my students, yet they've got like a Hollywood set system. What the hell? And so her sister, I believe, and their friend say that it's because parents donated. And Lou tries to freak it in, saying, you want to donate to mine? They're like, are the kids in it? And he's like, no. And they're like, maybe. But, anywho, after he leaves that, he goes back and finds out that Gordy stepped out. He played Lou. And he ended up going to this accidentally big football party thing, which was a big centerpiece for the whole episode. And Gordy ended up getting drunk there, making me really pissed off at him. And Lou tries to get him to come home. Even gets physical with him, but Gordy's in the football team. So he holds his own. And Gordy says that I'm going to go back to the party. And they can't stop him. So Next we see them, they're at home waiting for him, and he never shows up. Episode actually ends with Lou staring at the door. What the fuck, Gordy? Where the hell are you? Because we know, because of other plots, that the party ended hours ago. Yet he still hadn't come home? I hope he didn't kill himself or kill someone else. He doesn't seem to be aggressive, but I just mean like with drinking and driving. Especially since they had a thing in the episode that said, I don't want you drinking and driving, I'll call you an Uber, to several of the kids, including Gordo. So, I guess that was like one of the plots of the episode. Another one, which was a smaller one, was Tracy and Andy. Andy, the science teacher who has a brother in electronics. And he likes Tracy, Rosie Perez's character, but he's kind of too timid. Lou sees this, and based on some things his wife said before, gives him advice and tells him to go for it. He just uses some badly worded stuff. And so then when they eventually do go on the date, she sees it as him manipulating, Lou manipulating everything, because she still resents him for the job. But in the end, she realizes that he actually likes her. They have a good time. She genuinely says maybe, and she means maybe, but then he kisses her and she clearly enjoyed it. And she clearly likes him, but her stubbornness is kind of fighting the whole thing of that Lou kind of set them up, and she's not the biggest fan of Lou. Then we get to the big story for the kids. Robbie, for one reason or another, breaks focus in the big giant football game, which this episode, you really can't tell that it was done by the dude who did Friday Night Lights. You really can't tell. I'm just playing. It was good. It was well done. Made me invested in it, and I'm not a big football person. But Robbie kind of loses touch, breaks it for the Scouts, and his whole team is against him. And of course, everyone, including his father and his team, think that it's because of the drama department. And because of his part in the play. Which... But anyway. They end up having a party because they already said it because it was going to be a victory party, but they went ahead and had the party. Lillette ended up... They say she ended up accidentally inviting the whole drama team. But no, it wasn't her, it was Simon. Anyway, drama team comes to this whole thing, and trust me, drama team and choir team, their parties are a lot different than football team. I know from experience. I can remember with my choir group actually singing Latin songs in a bus because we were doing this big Latin like musical thing, doing stuff like Ave Maria. And on our way there, we just all started singing these Latin songs in the bus, and we were having a good time with it. Yeah, that's kind of nerdy. I realize that. But anywho, so they start singing, things get heated. Two football guys start attacking Michael because they're transphobic and assholes. Robbie stands up for him, but that ends up putting him on the bad side of the football team. He goes off to sulk. Lillette tries to console him, but he pushes her away. But luckily later he realizes how bad he was, and he actually kisses her, which was cool. And that's basically the episode. I could go into more detail, but I've got Krypton coming, and I don't know how long I've been doing this review. But I will just say one thing. I am a Glee fan, and I love Rachel, Kurt, and Finn, R.I.P. Corey. But I already, 4 episodes in, think that Lillette, Robbie, and Simon are more complex characters in the 4 episodes that we've seen them. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you will watch later Krypton, because I want to do that review, hence the hat. But anyway, see you then. Till next time, and beyond.